Hello everyone, it's Zachary with BlazingFastPC.com, and today we're going to be talking about a new USB technology known as USB Type-C. You may have heard about it before. It's a new version of the standard USB port you're familiar with, and it's going to be a big impact in future technology. Let's talk about that. USB Type-C is a quicker, more powerful, and better designed USB port. If you know anything about USB ports already, you probably know the difference between USB 2.0 and USB 3.0. They look fairly the same, except for differentials of blue and black markings, but a USB 3.0 port is essentially 10 times faster. Now recently something new was created called USB 3.1. USB 3.1 is also the same, except it is faster than a USB 3.0. It actually doubles the speed and the power available over that port. USB Type-C is a twist on the USB 3.1 port. The USB you're typically familiar with is called USB Type-A. A USB Type-B already exists, but it's not really very useful. Now our new development is USB Type-C. There's quite a few advantages to USB Type-C over the standard USB 3.0 and 2.0. First off, USB Type-C doubles the transfer rate of USB 3.0 to a massive 10 gigabits per second. Now why this is important is because it allows for things like output of 4K video. You may wonder why you have to have an HDMI cable for outputting video and use USB for something else, like your keyboard. That's because USB before couldn't handle the speed required to output 4K video, but an HDMI cable didn't have the universality to connect with a keyboard properly. USB Type-C is going to change this by keeping the universality of USB, but increasing the speed tremendously. USB Type-C also provides more power than USB 3.0. This allows you to charge just about any device off of USB power, such as a laptop. In fact, Apple already created a MacBook that uses a USB Type-C port as its only port. That means you charge off of it, you output video off of it, and you connect to other devices with it. This shows how flexible USB Type-C can be. USB Type-C is also thinner and reversible. This increases the universality of it because now we can use it to charge phones and tablets. That means we can charge just about anything with it or connect any two things with it. Imagine the possibilities. You could use one cord for literally everything. Now you may be wondering how you can take advantage of this awesome new technology. Well, you can't just yet. Before USB Type-C is useful to consumers, you need two things to happen. First, manufacturers need to start incorporating it into more and more computers until it's something that is just typically on a computer. Second, there needs to be USB Type-C devices. There's no point in having a USB Type-C port if there's nothing to plug into the USB Type-C port. Once those two things happen and become mainstream, then USB Type-C itself will become mainstream and will be incorporated into more and more devices. And eventually that dream of using one cord for every device will come true. That's all I have to say on USB Type-C at the moment. If you have any questions or thoughts on it, leave a comment down below and I'd be glad to help you out. If you enjoyed this article, consider subscribing to my weekly email newsletter using the form to the right of every post. That way you can stay up to date on my latest articles. Thanks.